Did you know that Austria is often called the land of music? It's a birthplace of some of the world's greatest classical composers like Mozart, Haydn, and Schubert. Austria's rich musical history is as vibrant as the melodies that once echoed through its grand concert halls. Its influence on global culture cannot be overstated. From the cobblestone streets of Salzburg to the elegant Viennese palaces, music is deeply woven into the fabric of Austrian life. Let's take a journey back in time to the 18th century, where the sound of a piano resonates through the streets of Vienna. The city is alive with the spirit of the Enlightenment and the notes of a young prodigy named Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. A towering figure in the world of classical music, Mozart's prolific career began in Austria, and his influence still reverberates today. Just a stone's throw away, in the picturesque town of Rohrau, Joseph Haydn was shaping the symphonic form. Known as the father of the symphony, Haydn's work laid the groundwork for future composers, setting the stage for a new era of musical creativity. Fast forward to the early 19th century, and you'll find Franz Schubert, a Viennese native, crafting his symphonies and Lieder. His work, deeply expressive and pioneering for its time, has left an enduring legacy in the world of classical music. And it's not just the past that sings. Austria continues to be a hub for music today, hosting renowned events like the Salzburg Festival, a celebration of opera, drama, and concerts. Its capital, Vienna, is home to the Vienna Philharmonic, one of the finest orchestras in the world, and the Vienna State Opera, a beacon of operatic excellence. The music of Austria is a symphony that tells the story of its history, its culture, and its people. It's a melody that has echoed through the centuries, shaping and being shaped by the world around it. Thus, Austria's music legacy remains unparalleled, setting the rhythm for its vibrant history. Now that we've set the tone, let's dive into Austria's history, which dates back to the Stone Age. Austria's story begins in prehistoric times, with the earliest human settlements traced back to the Paleolithic era. But the real transformation came with the arrival of the Celts around 800 BC, who left an indelible mark on the region with their advanced culture and ironworking skills. As we move forward in time, we see the powerful Roman Empire extending its reach into Austria around 15 BC, leaving behind a rich legacy of architecture and culture. The Romans established the province of Noricum, and cities like Vindobona and Carnuntum, which are today's Vienna and Petronell Carnuntum, respectively. Then came the Middle Ages, a time of feudalism and the rise of the Babenberg dynasty. They ruled over Austria from the 10th century until their extinction in the mid-13th century. Their rule was crucial in shaping Austria's identity and laying the foundation for its future. Following the Babenbergs, the stage was set for one of the most influential dynasties in European history, the Habsburgs. From the late 13th century till the early 20th century, the Habsburg dynasty ruled over Austria, turning it into a major political power. They left an indelible mark on the Austrian landscape, culture, and society, their legacy still evident in the grand palaces and architectural marvels scattered throughout the country. The Habsburg reign ended with the collapse of the Austro-Hungarian Empire at the end of World War I. This marked a significant turning point in Austria's history. The empire was dissolved, and Austria emerged as a separate entity. Fast forward to 1918, the end of World War I, Austria declared itself a democratic republic. This marked the birth of the First Austrian Republic, a new chapter in the nation's history, and a testament to its resilience and ability to adapt and evolve. From Stone Age settlers to a democratic republic, Austria's historical timeline is a fascinating journey, rich in culture, power, struggle, and triumph. The World Wars were a turning point for Austria, as they were for much of the world. As the smoke of the first shots fired in World War I cleared, Austria found itself at the center of the conflict. The assassination of the Austrian Archduke Franz Ferdinand in Sarajevo sparked a global conflict that would last 4 years. As part of the Central Powers, Austria's fate was intertwined with that of Germany, and the country suffered heavy losses both on the battlefield and on the home front. In the wake of World War I, the Austro-Hungarian Empire crumbled, and Austria emerged as a small, landlocked republic. The Treaty of Saint-Germain-en-Laye in 1919 stripped Austria of significant territories and left the country in economic ruin. This period of instability set the stage for the rise of fascism and the advent of World War II. As World War II dawned, Austria's fate was sealed by the Anschluss in 1938, a term that refers to the annexation of Austria into Nazi Germany. It was a dark chapter in Austria's history marked by the oppression of the Jewish community, widespread human rights abuses, and the consolidation of power by the Third Reich. Despite the horrors of the Anschluss, many Austrians initially welcomed the union with Germany, driven by a combination of economic desperation, nationalist sentiment, and the charisma of Adolf Hitler, himself Austrian by birth. However, as the war progressed, the realities of life under Nazi rule began to sink in, and the tide of public opinion started to turn. When the war ended in 1945, Austria was occupied by the Allied forces. The country was divided into 4 zones, each controlled by one of the victorious powers: the United States, the Soviet Union, the United Kingdom, and France. Austria's capital, Vienna, was similarly divided, reminiscent of the division of Berlin. Post-World War II, Austria regained its sovereignty and declared permanent neutrality in 1955. This declaration was a significant moment for Austria, marking the country's emergence from the shadow of the world wars and setting the stage for the peaceful, prosperous nation we know today. In the wake of the tumultuous 20th century, Austria emerged as a prosperous and politically stable nation. Austria's journey through the 21st century has been marked by significant political, economic, and social development. As we delve into modern Austria, it's important to note that the country has been a member of the United Nations since 1955 and the European Union since 1995, these affiliations reflecting its commitment to international cooperation and advancement. Politically, Austria has established itself as a parliamentary representative democracy, where the federal president is the head of state and the chancellor is the head of government. It's a nation that values political stability and transparency, with its government working diligently to uphold these principles. Economically, Austria has demonstrated significant growth in the 21st century. It has a well-developed social market economy with a high standard of living. The country is known for its skilled labor force and its strong sectors in industry, commerce, and services. It's also a hub for innovation and technology, with a remarkable focus on environmental sustainability. Socially, Austria has made great strides in terms of equality and inclusivity. It is a country that values diversity with laws and policies in place to promote equal opportunities for all, regardless of gender, race, or religion. The country's education and healthcare systems are also noteworthy, with a focus on accessibility and quality. Austria's commitment to neutrality has been a defining characteristic of its foreign policy. Despite the changing global landscape, Austria has maintained its non-alignment and continues to be a vocal advocate for peace, hosting numerous international negotiations and peace conferences. In the realm of environmental sustainability, Austria stands out as a leader. It has implemented numerous policies aimed at reducing carbon emissions and promoting renewable energy. Its cities are known for their green spaces and efficient public transportation systems. Today, Austria is known for its high standard of living, strong economy, and its commitment to peace and neutrality. This modern nation, with its rich history and forward-thinking approach, continues to make its mark on the world stage. And as we look to the future, it's clear that Austria's story is far from over. Austria's vibrant history and rich traditions have shaped its unique culture. Let's take a stroll through the lively lanes of Austrian culture today, where the past and the present blend seamlessly to create something truly special. At the heart of Austrian culture lies its cuisine. Hearty, wholesome, and brimming with flavor, Austrian food is a gastronomical delight. From the world-renowned Wiener Schnitzel, a breaded and fried veal cutlet, to the rich and decadent Sachertorte, a chocolate cake with a thin layer of apricot jam, Austrian cuisine is a testament to the country's love for good food. Now let's take a leap from the dinner table to the vibrant streets where Austria's lively festivals take place. From the colorful fashion carnival season to the delightful Christmas markets, Austria knows how to celebrate. Each festival is a riot of color, music, and tradition, reflecting the country's rich heritage and zest for life. Austrians also have a deep love for sports, particularly winter sports. Skiing in Austria is not just a sport, it's a way of life. Every winter, the Austrian Alps come alive with the swish and glide of skiers, the thrill of the race, and the joy of the outdoors. Art is another pillar of Austrian culture. From classical music to contemporary art, Austria is a cultural powerhouse. The country that gave the world Mozart and Klimt continues to foster creativity with thriving arts festivals, world-class museums, and innovative artists. But Austria's culture isn't just about tradition and celebration, it's also deeply rooted in environmental sustainability. From its sprawling vineyards to its bustling cities, Austria is committed to green living. Wind turbines dot the countryside, eco-friendly buildings line the city streets, and organic farming is the norm rather than the exception. Austria's focus on sustainability is not only a testament to its forward-thinking approach, but also a reflection of its deep-seated respect for nature. Whether it's through its music, its delicious Sachertorte, or its eco-friendly practices, Austria continues to make its mark on the world. Now, having journeyed through Austria's past and present, it's time to sum up what we've learned. We began with Austria's rich musical legacy, a symphony that still echoes through the grand opera houses and charming cobblestone streets. We then traveled through the corridors of time, witnessing the transformative periods of Austria's history, from the rise of the Habsburgs to the turbulence of the world wars. Next, we turned our gaze to modern Austria, a land of innovation and progress, where traditional charm coexists with contemporary advancements. Lastly, we immersed ourselves in the vibrant culture of today's Austria, a culture that is as diverse as it is unique, reflecting the country's enduring spirit and resilience. From its melodious past to its harmonious present, Austria truly lives up to its name as the land of music, offering us a fascinating blend of history, culture, and innovation.